Alright, I'm about to get started. I'm about to do my brows. I'm thinking a simple brown smoked out wing. Like really simple. And then like contoured nude lips and bronzy skin. So we're gonna kind of keep it simple today. Are you guys ready? So today we're getting ready to go to the grocery store. I didn't use anything to carve out my brows today. I want them to look as natural and almost a little messy. We're doing a different look today. I want this look to kind of look more makeup artist-y. You get what I'm saying? Like I notice when true makeup artists do their makeup, it's a little less Instagram and not the word polished because it's always perfect, but it's just not as like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna start with skin. I want to try this Smith & 𝗂𝘁. This is the Glow Bright Radiance Boosting Primer. It has really cool packaging. Look at this. And then you push the back here and it comes out and it falls on into your lap. Classic rose. But no, it's really nice. Let's see how it blends out. I have my little brush that I always apply primer with. OMG, it smells amazing. And it feels really light on the skin. Almost like a serum. So we'll just work that in. Just so you guys know how regular I am, I just had to wait for the washing machine to stop spinning. That's where we're at. That's how normal Rose is. Okay, so I mixed number 2 from P. Louise and Rumor 3. So I mixed these two to kind of create a color really close to my skin tone because I don't want too much eyeshadow base, but I definitely just want to get rid of any redness. I'm just going to dust a little bit of translucent powder. I'm just actually using the 𝗕𝗲𝘂𝘁𝗶𝗹𝘀 just to kind of set this because we're about to draw a line and start to smoke that out. I already filmed this, but Instagram crashed on me. Good times. So I'm using the Dose of Colors eyeliner in the shade Dark Roast, and all I did was just draw a line from here to here and just kind of flick it out, just like a check mark. Now I'm taking one of my Ride or Die palettes. This is honestly one of my faves ever, and I'm just going to go into the darkest shade. This is the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette, and this is an Esom brush, which I'll have listed. Swipe up to get the brush. And we're just going to start to smoke this. This is my favorite brush for this. So we're just going to start to smoke this out. You want to keep under here clean. So we'll just start to... That's why I love this brush. It just fits here so nicely. And then start to diffuse. See, we already have like a cool shape. Look how lifted we look. We look amazing. Now I'm gonna go into this shade, the lightest amount, and I just kind of tapped it right above the dark brown. I'm out here benefiting from Mama's keto diet, eating a deviled egg. She's not eating them deviled, but I made her devil one of them for me. I don't get used to this keto diet that I'm not on. It's a good deviled egg. Now I'm going to go into the cream colored shade here in a MAC 242S, and I'm going to just set the rest of the eye. I'm using the smallest amount. I'm just making sure this is all set and even a little brightened through here, and then I'll go a little heavier on the brow bone. Perfect. All right, let's add some mascara. We're obviously gonna wear lashes because this look is gonna be bomb with lashes. But I gotta put on mascara and then I have to take clothes to the dryer. I'm telling y'all, it's real life around here. It's wild out there. It's such a pretty day though. All right, I'm gonna do my lashes. I'm gonna do Zeta lashes from Lava Lashes, but let me get them ready. And while our lashes are drying, this is pretty clean. I did a pretty good job. But just in case, I'm going to take a wet wipe and really clean underneath here and make sure it's extremely sharp because we just want this to look extremely lifted. So I'm going to use my absolute favorite foundation at the moment. This is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. I use the shade 3.45 and I'll just put about 1.5 pump out. It's so good. It's so good. Watch it blend into my skin. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of dot it on my face, and since it has the pump, I can't really pump it onto the back of my hand, so I like for it to warm up on my face like this. I always like my foundation to warm up before I work it in. Alright, it should be warmed up enough. Now watch it melt into the skin. Smith 151 brush. I like to use a brush first and then we'll use a beauty blender. But I like to work it in with this first. Look at that, and it's just so beautiful. I'm never disappointed when I put this foundation on. If I have to go be seen in public, this is the foundation I always wear because it makes my skin just look so flawless. Now I'm going to take the original beauty blender and go into what I have left and just work this to a flawless airbrush finish. I always finish with the beauty blender. You just can't get that finish with anything else. I'm going to put on my lashes. These are Zeta lashes from Lava Lashes. You guys know they're my fave. Code ROSE for a discount. Concealer time. So I have Himalaya here from Kylie Cosmetics. You guys know it's my favorite. This one has a little bit more peachy pink undertones to color correct any shadows. And as you can see, this is where I have the shadows. This is Gotta Go. Then we'll grab the shade Gypsum, which is a little bit lighter. And I like to put this one right here because it's just going to brighten underneath here as well. And then we'll put a little bit here. We'd love to brighten that. And then through here and then right through there to bring the features out. Are you guys ready for the fun part? Let's watch this concealer blend, brighten, and shape my face. It's honestly my favorite, you guys. I've used every concealer. I know I say this almost every day. I've used every concealer. And there's nothing like my Kylie concealer. It doesn't crease, it doesn't settle into fine lines, it just makes my skin look amazing all day long. Look at that. Oh, so good. Just wanted to show you all blended. Look how beautiful. It just gets rid of all the shadows. But now we're going to use the Kylie translucent powder, so get ready. I'm going to take Kylie soft pink powder, and I'll just use a damp blender. And I'm going to press this through here. And I like to use the pink underneath my eyes because it also helps with any kind of shadows. And I find this powder so blurring and so smoothing. I've been using it non-stop since I got it. Look at that. Oh! So instead of heavily contouring my nose, I'll just use the Kylie powder in soft pink and just bring it up on the sides of my nose. And when I go to wipe this off, I'll show you. But it'll just define it and you won't even have any of the brown lines. You can't mess up doing this. And I love using the pink shade for this. So now I'll take the shade Translucent, and that's what it looks like right there. And I'll grab my powder puff and I'll kind of work this into the rest of the skin just to make sure it's all set. And then I'll even take it and I'll go just like this. Just right to about right there. Just to kind of shape the face. We're still going to use bronzer, but I like to use this first to kind of give me a guideline. I'm going to use Tequila Tan today. Whenever I'm doing lighter makeup looks, I always go to the Kylie bronzer and Tequila Tan. It just always looks so natural that it gives me that really pretty sun-kissed look without working too hard for it. And I like to really make sure we go into this forehead with this big old ponytail we got going on. And since we have this as a guideline, we're going to bring it right above that line and push it into the hairline. I like doing this because it really gives you a nice guideline. And then of course under here. Alright, this camera keeps getting out of whack. Kylie blush in Kitten Baby. I love it and I love the name. And I like to just tap it on. See how pretty that bronzer looks? It looks so good. It's one of my faves. And then we'll tap this on. I just say Kitten and Jazzy Came Over. And then I'll kind of dust this off and just put the blush there. Perfect. Let's dust off this powder and see what we're working with. So pretty. And this powder never ever ever dries me out. I never look cakey. And then I'll just go ahead and take it in here and dust it away. I'm going to finish off the eyes. I'm going to go right back into my dose of colors and go back into the darkest shade and kind of tap it into this one too. And just kind of soften underneath here and connect it. But we're only going to bring it to right there. Perfect. Loving this Anastasia Dewy set to get rid of any over powdered look. And I love using it before I do a cream blush because it kind of just brings everything back to a cream without making you too oily. I'm telling you, this stuff is bomb. So we're going to spray ourselves down. But what I do like to do is I like to focus on the outer part of the face. I don't go down the center because I actually use my Slay All Day for more through here because that actually sets your makeup. Now this is the best tip I could ever tell you guys. Since I did the dewy set, my skin has gotten rid of all that powder, so when I go to put on one more cream product, it's not going to separate, it's not going to get cakey, it's not going to get patchy. So what I do is I use a dry beauty blender, and I'm using this Endless Orgasm palette from NARS, and I use this shade right here. And we'll just pop that through here. I'm so into creams right now, you guys. I can't. Like, I'm obsessed. And we'll just tap that on, and I'm gonna grab the shade too. I'm using this one and this one. I'm obsessed with this palette, by the way. It's so good. And then through here. And then if you're oily, you can just go back over this and just kind of set around the edges, and you will not have to worry. Oh, look at that. It just looks so much better, and it doesn't show any texture. And then for some extra zhuzh, I love to add this on top. I did this the other day, and your girl is looking real cute. So this is the Iconic London Prep Set Glow. Look how beautiful it is. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of hold it right here. And so we'll just hit right here, because we don't want to obviously get too much glow down there. Just like that. And then you're going to see it just light up in a second once it dries. You'll already know Rose is sitting over here all extra with her fan. Got to dry that. Look at that. It's like next level. It just looks so glowy and so pretty without looking powdery, and it never shows texture. I'm obsessed. I mean, did y'all think I wasn't going to do an inner corner highlight? You were wrong. Although I know you guys already knew. MAC 228 and ColourPop Ladybird. Light it up. Look how pretty. I think I'm going to do my favorite nude combo. This is Malibu Lip Pencil from Kylie. I'm just going to do a rough draft of this one. August lipstick, also from Kylie. I love this lip combo. I'm going to add a little bit of this NARS. What is this? This is new. The Oil Infused Lip Tint. And it's so pretty. It just adds like a nice juicy effect. Now, to set everything and lock it in place, I'm going to do my Drawer Cosmetics Slay All Day in the scent Coconut. Code ROSE for a discount. Tropical. Alright, we're done. What do you guys think? Did you guys like a little bit easier tutorial thrown in there? You know, something just quick, not like an orange purple cut crease wildness. Let me know if you like these kind of tutorials. I mean, tomorrow I already have a rainbow wing that I have in mind, but I do want to keep it like simple sometimes, because I feel like, I mean, who's gonna wear that? Just crazy old Rose. But they're so much fun to do. I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go get pictures and get some content that I have to go get and all kinds of fun stuff. And then guess where I'm going? Guess where I'm going? Starbucks.